Hey guys, welcome back to another video. In case you're new here, my name is Kim. This is Core Union. I want to talk a little bit today about how creation is already finished. You're not actually creating anything. It's more like selecting it. God already created everything and it's all existing now. You just need to get yourself in trust and in faith and understanding that it's done. So you actually don't have to do anything except, from my perspective, accept it and allow it. This is what manifestation is actually about. It's not about kind of attracting things to you. It's more about experiencing things through you. If you think of yourself as a large projector and if like, let's say that your conscious and your subconscious were in front of a large projector and all of this light is going through you, what is projected out on the screen of your life is going to be everything so you can see it. So the people that are in our lives that are closest to us, these people are divine, and they are just like we're divine to them. Everybody is divine to each other. They are all going to be showing you parts of yourself that need to grow, that need to expand. The parts of yourself that are going to be enlightened are probably going to be things that are going to be showing you your limiting beliefs. When they do come up, be very grateful and be thankful, because this is a blessing. This is showing you what you need to look at within yourself. So if I'm experiencing something with my mom or a friend or who knows who, or with my mirror soul, Hannah, it is the best thing that I can do when I can, soon after the experience, whatever it is to really just go back and take the information in. Okay, this is showing me something within me. This is showing me something within me that either I'm not ready for something, or that I'm not trusting in something, or that I'm still afraid of something. It's never the person trying to hurt you. It's just that the people who are in your life are mirroring you back to you so you can grow and become the best version of you. So from my perspective, we actually don't meet the love of our life, our true love, until we're actually ready for it. And when it does happen, it's going to be something very big. It's going to be something very deep, and it's going to be kind of a knowing. But in the 3D, things might come up that they're not going to necessarily feel that favorable. I want to give you a tip in this video towards the end of something that I like to do. If I am like triggered from something that happened in my 3D reality, and if I'm having a hard time kind of getting back into the state of the end, I do this thing, and I'm going to share this at the end of the video. And it does help me a lot. And from my perspective, it really is just a matter of filling our minds and our hearts with the truth. So anyway, before I do get into this, please do like, comment, share, and subscribe to my channel if you love my content. And if you're looking for coaching to help you understand the law of assumption and how it works with your specific person, feel free to email me a short description of what's going on to kim@coreunion.com, and I'll reply back with my first available, and we can get to work as soon as possible. So I do want to talk about how all of creation is done. It's already created. You can literally sit back and allow everything to kind of solidify in your reality. And just a quick reminder, if you're not actually living in the 3D reality in your end, it just means that you're in your middle. In other words, it means that you are on a bridge. So sometimes when things happen that you don't like, if you can remember this, it's like a little tool that you can put in your tool bag or your toolbox, just to remind yourself, okay, this is a bridge and it's okay. The bridge is working in our favor. The bridge is good for our relationship. This has to happen. Without this bridge happening, we are not going to be able to be in the end of the stable, strong, secure, loving, healthy, passionate relationship. So what is happening is good for us. This is helping us. This is making us both evolve into being the best versions of ourselves. Okay. So that's just a little bit of a tip that you can do. I want to talk a little bit from A Power of Awareness, Chapter 10, Creation by Neville Goddard, just to talk a little bit more about how it's already done. So you don't have to keep worrying about how to do it or how to make it happen. You shouldn't be trying to control. You can just sit back and allow it to happen because the outcome already exists. Okay, many outcomes exist, but the timeline that you want to shift into is when you do this in love, trust, and in faith, is the outcome of the happy relationship. Okay, so I want to read this really quickly. Creation is finished. Creativeness is only a deeper receptiveness for the entire contents of all time and all space, while experienced in a time sequence, actually coexist in an infinite and eternal now. In other words, all that you ever have been or ever will be, in fact, all that mankind ever was or ever will be, exists now. This is what is meant by creation. And the statement that creation is finished means nothing is ever to be created. In other words, you don't have to worry about doing. You don't have to worry about it. You just have to allow and accept it that it's done. It is only to be manifested. And manifested only means to be experienced. Manifesting is not like a magic trick. It's not something that you suddenly decide to do and then you decide, oh, I'm done with this. It's not a part-time thing either. This is a full-time thing. If you really want to approach this and become a strong, empowered version of you, that you are allowing yourself to experience all the love and abundance that you deserve, that is your birthright in your reality, you should be feeling, listen, you were born to love. You were born to feel safe and secure. And life is something that you enjoy. Does it come with challenges? Of course it does. We're all being challenged by our limiting beliefs. But that's all that these limiting beliefs are, is an opportunity for you to face it, look at it, and not accept it, not allow it, not take no for an answer. Like, in other words, when you have a deep burning desire to be in this relationship with the love of your life, with your true love, with your destiny, you can trust in the feeling that's deep within your core. Focus in on the end of togetherness, of being best friends, of enjoying all of these beautiful natural experiences day to day throughout your life together, and really feel into the end of it. And feel into the love of it and trust that feeling. And don't get caught up in trying to figure out how and always thinking that what it is that you're doing isn't working. Again, if you're in the middle, then it's just that you're on a bridge. And if you're on a bridge, then that means that it is a bridge that is bringing the two of you even closer together so you can have the relationship that the two of you guys deserve. Okay, back to this. So the fact that you can never be anything that you are not already or experience anything not already existing explains the experience of having an acute feeling of having heard before what is being said, or having met before the person being met for the first time, or having seen before a place or thing that you are seeing for the first time. In other words, that feeling of deja vu, in case you've ever wondered, why am I feeling this so strongly? Why do I feel like I already know this person? Why do I feel like this has already happened? Why does this feel so familiar to me? Because all of creation is done, okay? If creation is finished and all events are taking place now, the question that springs naturally to the mind is, what determines your timeline? That is what determines the events which you encounter. And then it just goes on to explain how what you start to have you'll start to have automatic imaginary scenes and feelings that will feel natural to you. And when you start to have these feelings, if it's in opposition of what it is that you want, it means that your self-concept is not that matching of your end in the relationship, for example. If you're having thoughts and feelings of worry and of doubt, and you're imagining worst case scenarios, that means that you just have to look at your self-concept, that you are not in a state of trust and in a state of love. You're not seeing yourself as being potentially worthy of being claimed and treasured and adored by the person that you love. So maybe you just go back and you focus in on loving yourself, adoring yourself, treasuring yourself, claiming yourself. And also, while you do that, trust and know that they also feel the same for you, what you feel for them. Okay. Something that I wanted to share with you guys of being able to live in the state of love all day, every day, if you're having a hard time, if you're tripped up with an experience that you've had that, maybe you're spiraled down, a way that I like to get back into the feeling state of love, because you can't love too much, is I like to, making a conscious choice. My intention is to focus on love throughout the day. So it can start right from the moment that I wake up in the morning. And I want to stay as present in the moment as possible. And what I like to do is, and I really want to invite you guys to start this. You can start this today. You don't have to stop your other techniques of whatever you're doing, like in terms of, affirming for and having imaginary scenes and going into your deep trust and faith into the relationship. But this is a nice way to detach from fear. And from my perspective, we never detach from the love of our life. We don't detach from the relationship. We don't detach from the desire. The desire is what's motivating us, and the desire is our promise. The desire is the promise of the wish fulfilled already. What we detach from is the fear that somehow, some way, it's not happening, simply because we may not see evidence of it in our reality, or something is coming up in our reality just for us to look at so we can grow from it. And it's being mirrored back to us from our sacred divine love, our other half. Okay. Our divine, beautiful counterpart, the person who was made and created to love you, who you were created to love too. So I like to make a conscious effort when I just want to get back in that state of love, to love everything. So from the moment that you wake up and you give thanks for another day. Give thanks that I love that. Like, you can literally love everything. Like, I love the feeling of my bed. I love the feeling of my pillowcase. I love the smell of coffee. I love the way my coffee tastes. I love nature. I love the smell of fresh air. I love the sunlight and how it dances on, the wall in my room. I love Bella and Felix, my dogs. I love how they look. I love how they sound. I love holding them. I love kissing them. I love how they feel. I love the color of this outfit. I love how this outfit looks. I love the sound of this music. I love the feeling of this water on my skin when I'm taking a shower. I love dancing. I love singing. I love, and you can literally do this all day and night while you're going shopping. When you look at people you pass by and they smile, I love their smile. I love how they carry themselves. I admire, I love, and just like focus on all of the things that you love throughout the day. Go for a walk in nature. I love the way the grass smells. I love the way the trees smell. I love the way the birds look as they're flying. I love the sounds of the birds tweeting. I love all the sounds of nature around me. I love how the water looks. I love how calm I feel when I look at it. Like, literally, just put yourself in a state of loving and loving everything in your reality. If you're having days where you're feeling off, or if you're feeling in fear, choose love. Because from my perspective, honestly, the way I see it is, you can't love too much. I think I said that previously in the video. Love is truly all that matters. If it's not love, then it doesn't matter, and it doesn't even deserve my attention or energy. If something comes up and it's in opposition of love, okay, maybe that's a fear. Maybe I do need to give that some energy just so I can get back in a state of love for myself. But I'm not going to be in a distrust and in a fear when it comes to my true love. I'm just not. I refuse to. I'm going to protect our love by staying in trust with that, and then just getting back in a state of freedom from fear, which is what knowing that creation is already done. I don't actually have to do anything, going in trust in the end and just loving everything and staying in that state of love and trust and not in fear. Comment down below and affirm that you know that it's done and that you're going to stay and persist in a state of love. Okay. I love you guys so much. I hope this video helped. Have an amazing day. Bye. Nothing can come, nothing can come, nothing can come between us.